Hey guys, this is G Love, and I want to thank you for joining me on another episode of Encouraging the Saints. Excuse me. So I want to do a follow up to last week's video of God told me to leave my husband. So last week I shared with you guys how the Lord told me to leave, which was He told me directly and confirmed it through His Word. Secondly, He told me through signs, and then also through like a parable or a scenario. So those were the three ways that the Lord told me how to leave my husband. What I wanted to share with you was just, I'm sure the natural question that comes from that is, okay, the Lord told you how to leave your husband, but why did He tell you to leave your husband? And so I kind of just wanted to go over that with you guys to just share with you, some of my experience, and just to let you guys know that what the Lord has spoken to me. And so one of the reasons why the Lord told me to leave my husband is because, for one, it was crushing my spirit. And so one thing is that I have kind of dealt with low self-esteem and depression and things growing up, and, through my, a portion of my adult life and everything. And so the Lord showed me that with the environment that I was in, it was basically like my husband was affirming the negative things that I would say about myself. And so, and that happened, for a long time or what have you, but the Lord started to see that, well, the Lord showed me that it was crushing my spirit, that the longer I stayed in the environment, because I did do the, pray through your struggles. And I've pretty much done everything, that the Lord has, that you're always suggested to do within marriage, stay the course, pray, and, do all of that stuff. And I've done that. And, aside from, not only just voicing my concerns, but then sometimes keeping quiet and keeping things to yourself, and just, like I said, just staying the course. And so I've done all that, but the Lord, at some point, He saw that it was beginning to crush my spirit, because after a while, in Colossians 3:19, it says, "Husbands, love your wives and be not bitter against them." And so that's pretty much the environment that I was in, y'all. I was in an environment where I was pretty much being treated bitterly, from the looks. I mean, if looks could kill, y'all, it's like the looks, y'all, the looks. It's very hard to endure a look from someone. It's something different when it's your coworker, or your mother-in-law. If it's a child, it could be anybody probably in the world that you can endure a look from. Because I would say, for the most part, my personality, if I received a type of look from somebody, for the most part, I'm like, look, I'm here, deal with it. But when it's your spouse, y'all, and they giving you a look that could kill, and so you talking about somebody treating you bitterly, and looking at you like yuck, doing all of that from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. and then come 9 p.m., it's time to be intimate. It's just like, and so the Lord just saw how that began to wear on me. And so He's the best way I can describe it is that He's giving me reprieve. Like He's saying, okay, you can take a break. So I can't even say that, nobody's headed towards divorce or anything like that. But the Lord's telling me, you can chill. You can stand by. Go do something that you want to do. And so He's given me a reprieve from the drama and all of the heartbreak and heartache and all of that, everything, the things that I've endured within my marriage for up to 20 years, including the relationship, leading up to the marriage, with my spouse. So that's the first thing, is it was crushing my spirit. Secondly, also in the Malachi, it says, that for husbands, when you deal treacherously with your wife, it's like, I'm telling you, if it's any men listening, look, read what the Word says about how to treat your wife. Because I think some Christian men have a like y'all have a built-in comfort to think just because your wife is a Christian that she's going to be here. Like, well, because she loved the Lord, and because she know the Lord say, he hates divorce, she ain't going nowhere. So, you feel like you can treat her any old kind of way. And I'm here to tell you that that's not always the case, because the Lord might whisper in her ear like he done whispered in mine. It's time to get up and go, or, you can go take a break, and I'm teach your man how to treat you right. So just, if you happen to be a man listening to this, just take note and treat your woman right, treat your wife right, rather. Secondly, it was becoming dangerous. It was becoming dangerous because there were times where like my home environment, it was between hostile, it was inhospitable, it was unfriendly, all of those. It was all of that. And so that's what I've had to endure with that, is dealing with someone, like I said, who looked at you in a yucky way, but then also just dealing with having the environment of contention, being in an environment that was contentious. It just was not good between my children seeing it. And, even one time I heard one of my children say, they're talking amongst each other, and they're like, oh, they fight all the time. And it's like, that's so heartbreaking to hear your children talk about you and your spouse like that like y'all are children, basically. And so the Lord showed me that it was getting dangerous to remove myself from the environment, because whether for my own safety, and I would say for real, y'all, even for my husband's safety, because I pretty much count myself like David, like, I'm not scared of nobody. And so I'll pretty much say to somebody real quick, you uncircumcised Philistine, and I pretty much count myself like we can go toe to toe. And so with that would mean me doing that to my husband, and then the police possibly being called, and now we know how that can go real quick. And so the Lord showed me that it wasn't just for my safety, but it was for his too. So that was the second thing. So like I said, first one was it was just crushing my spirit. Secondly, it was because it was a dangerous environment. It's escalating to the point where somebody needs to be out of the picture, basically. Thirdly is because there are things that the Lord wants me to do. And truth be told, y'all, my husband did not afford me the freedom to serve the Lord the way I have wanted to. And I have been very I've been very cautious to not label him for anything, not put any labels or anything like that on him. But from what I've seen and heard, and just have come to understand, that there may be his behavior may have like narcissistic tendencies. And that's all I can really say with that, is that there have been times that I've wanted to serve the Lord, but my husband may have that, he would have like that that thought of, or that he would put off like, oh, you that's taking too much time from the house. You need to be here at the house. You need to be serving us, and things like that. And so, I'm just thinking I'm being whether submissive or what have you like that. And I'm just like, okay, well, I can't do that. Whether it's serving the Lord, I served in the military. And so, that afforded me educational benefits that I haven't really used, because whether it took too much time going to school, and so the Lord is starting to say, you know what, that's a benefit that you earned, that you can get some money. Get your money, girl. And don't think that God don't talk like that. God, it's been a few times where the Lord was telling me, get your money, girl. And so this is one of them times with my my military benefit, my educational benefit. He was telling me, you have a benefit that you earned for serving in the military. Go get your money. Take some classes. Don't worry about what your husband say. I got you. And so that's been another reason why the Lord has told me, is because serving him and doing things that I've wanted to do that I have not been afforded to do, because I've just been I'm not going to say like subservient or anything like that, but where I've just been so mindful of my husband and being what I would think is being respectful, but at the same time has been neglectful to me. And so the Lord, like I said, he's just basically given me a reprieve, and he's allowing me to do things that I've wanted to do, and he's and having me to do things that he's wanted me to do, just in this period. And so that's the 3 reasons why the Lord has told me to leave. And just quickly, I just would like to say, one of the things that I've learned in this experience is that I will not allow another, like, especially coming from the pulpit, I can't, it's showing me things that we're taught as Christians, and especially as Christian wives, that I will not, I won't put within my marriage anymore. Like, excuse me, like there just are stipulations. If your husband is hitting you, or if your husband is cheating on you, that's the only time you can leave. Or that's certain things that's just like, I won't allow another man to put a stipulation within my own marriage. The Lord says, wives, be obedient to your own husbands. So from now on, I know, pastor, I hear you, but you ain't my man. You're not my husband. So I'm not listening to that. What you have to say about marriage is for your marriage. It's not for mine. And so that's one of the biggest things that I've learned, is that I'm not going to allow what a pastor says, like making a stipulation, so to speak, for my marriage. So I just want to thank y'all for listening. It's just, like I said, just a quick follow-up to what the Lord has given me, is why. And so I pray, if at all, I don't know if it's a blessing. It's just a follow-up to why the Lord told me to leave. It's a reprieve. He's giving me a reprieve from just my marriage at the moment. And that's just what it is. And so I want to thank you for listening. And if this ministry is a blessing to you at all, please share it. If this message was a blessing, please share it. If you would like to give to the ministry, you can always go to DEncouragedMe.com. And again, I want to thank you for listening, for watching, and take care. And until next time, be encouraged.